You have been lied to about how plants survive. Not by accident, by design. Every year, billions of dollars fund tree planting programs with near-perfect failure rates. 80 to 90% of seedlings die within the first season, despite massive investment. Meanwhile, farmers in some of the world's harshest lands grow real, towering, productive forests. From nothing but rock, dust, and knowledge that took decades to learn, they achieved abundance. Their secret? They never fought nature, they read it, and today we learn exactly what they figured out. You can apply this to your own land, garden, or homestead, starting right now. Let's reveal the hidden system that makes 92% survival possible with zero watering. Here's what most gardening channels never show you. The follow-up footage, the cost of hope. The nursery-raised seedling 3 weeks after planting, dead. This is a systemic failure. Conventional planting takes a plant grown in perfect conditions and drops it into the real world. Into heat, into compaction, into drought. It has no memory of hardship. It lacks the fungal partnerships that help wild plants find water 40 feet underground. And so it dies. The soil itself becomes an enemy, repelling the very water it needs. During the 1970s and 80s, millions poured into tree planting programs in Africa's Sahel. Exotic species imported, tens of thousands of seedlings planted. All of them died. The trees died. The desert kept advancing. The money vanished into the dust. The World Resources Institute documented the truth. There was little to no overall impact. If you have ever lost plants to heat or drought, this is not your fault. You used a broken model. Let's talk about what actually works. Let's look at the underground forest. In the 1980s, Tony Rinaudo was working in Niger. He had watched seedling after seedling fail. And then one day, driving across what looked like dead land, he noticed something underneath. Beneath the surface, beneath the worthless scrub, roots of trees cut down years ago were still alive. They were sending up shoots, and every season farmers were slashing and burning that regrowth. They thought it was useless bush. They were destroying an underground forest without knowing it. Rinaudo's insight was almost embarrassingly simple. Stop destroying what was already there. Each living stump could produce 10 to 30 new stems. Select the 3 strongest, prune the rest. Walk away. No nursery, no irrigation, no expensive inputs, just permission for nature to return. He called it Farmer Managed Natural Regeneration, FMNR, a revolution of common sense. By 2004, FMNR covered more than 5 million hectares in Niger alone, half the farmland. By 2004, FMNR covered more than 5 million hectares in Niger alone, half the farmland. 240 million trees regenerated, without a single nursery, a miracle of scale. The reforestation was so extensive it became visible from space. The cost was essentially zero. The poorest farmers taught the world's most expensive programs how to fail less. For your own land, before you ever clear weeds or brush, look underneath. It's waiting. You may have living root systems waiting for permission to become a forest. Check the soil. Don't destroy the future by clearing the past. Recognize the life already established. But what if the roots are truly gone? What if the land has been baked into concrete by drought? That is where the Z pit comes in. A solution for the most damaged environments. Yacouba Sawadogo used this technique to grow a 62-acre forest from bare desert. With nothing but a hoe, compost, and an understanding of water, he defeated the desert. During the dry season, you dig small pits, 15 to 50 centimeters wide and shallow. Space them about 80 centimeters apart. This grid becomes your insurance policy against drought. You fill each pit with manure and compost. This feeds the soil biology and attracts termites. Their tunneling breaks up compacted earth, creating channels for water and air deep down. Then you wait for rain. Instead of running away, water finds those pits and pools there. It soaks in. It reaches the roots exactly where they need it. It's targeted hydration. The results are staggering. Z pits increase yields by up to 500%. Water table levels rose by an average of 5 meters. The land was literally coming back to life. The water was recharging the aquifer beneath the entire landscape, healing the region. One simple technique was healing the hydrology of a whole region. No heavy machinery required. For your home garden, sunken beds and swales follow the same principle. Catch it where it falls. You are not fighting the rain. You are inviting it into the root zone exactly where it belongs. Z pits work even better paired with stone lines. Just rocks placed along the contour. No machinery, no cement. These lines run perpendicular to the water flow, slowing everything down. When rain pushes silt across the surface, the stones catch it. Fertile pockets form. Seeds wake up. Wild seeds germinate naturally in the new soil. The desert begins to plant itself. Those young plants slow water even further. Their roots drop organic matter. A cycle begins. It asks nothing of you once it starts. It's an engine of fertility driven by the weather. A few bags of stone in one afternoon can transform how your garden handles rainfall. Every self-sufficient grower should know this one. Faidherbia albida, the apple ring acacia. Called Gao in Hausa, this tree does something no other tree does. It flips the seasons. It practices reverse phenology, dropping its leaves exactly when crops need maximum sunlight. It leaves out during the dry season, protecting the soil from the sun's most brutal heat. It fixes nitrogen through root nodules, enriching the soil for everything growing nearby. Crop yields under its canopy double and triple. It thrives on almost no annual rainfall. Farmers across the Sahel have grown this tree for generations. They knew what we forgot. Science is finally documenting how transformative and replicable this truly is. If this works, if the science is settled, why is this not in every gardening book? Why are we still teaching failure? The answer is uncomfortable. It's about control and law. Forestry legislation from the 1930s stripped ownership of trees from the farmers who grew them. No ownership meant no incentive to protect what grew. The government owned your labor. Those laws lasted until 1993. The moment farmers were given rights, reforestation exploded. 60 years of suppressed growth, released overnight. Ownership is the best fertilizer. FMNR costs almost nothing, and that is precisely the problem for many organizations. There is no product to sell, no contract to award, no photo op for a ribbon cutting. Before you clear anything, look underneath. Living root systems are invisible money. Harvest water passively, sunken beds, swales. You don't need more water. You need to lose less. Every raindrop that runs off your land is a missed opportunity for your future harvest. Shield your soil from the sun. Bare soil in summer reaches temperatures that kill life. Mulch is not optional. It is the foundation of everything you will ever grow. Cover it up. Inoculate with mycorrhizal fungi. You are not just planting a seedling, you are building a network. Give it allies before the roots even know they need them. Connect it to the earth's wisdom. Remember what Sawadogo proved. One person and one hoe can create an ecosystem that lasts. It outlasts any government program. It's about your hands, your land, and your future. This is not just for Africa. The principles of FMNR and water harvesting are universal. From the Australian outback to the American prairies, these secrets are being rediscovered. Temperate climates can use these exact same methods to create self-sustaining food forests. The abundance is limited only by your understanding of the relationship between soil and water. You aren't just planting trees, you are building microclimates that resist climate chaos. Resilience is built one pit, one stone, and one root at a time. Start where you are. Seek out the seeds that remember how to survive. The ancient varieties with deep memories. Preserve the genetic history of resilience. Your children's gardens depend on it. Precision mapping without satellites. A simple wooden A-frame finds the contour of your land. It ensures your stone lines and swales are perfectly level, stopping water in its tracks. Livestock become partners in the system. They provide manure and spread seeds naturally. Their presence accelerates the cycle of fertility, turning waste into high-quality fertilizer. While conventional farms fail during drought, the underground garden remains productive. The deep root systems and stored groundwater act as a buffer against environmental chaos. The Great Green Wall Initiative is shifting, moving away from planting toward regenerating. They are learning that the most powerful wall against the desert is the one that plants itself. Digging your first swale is a transformative act. You are claiming every drop of rain. Watch as the soil absorbs more than it ever could before. This is the end of watering. The Faidherbia tree provides protein-rich pods during the dry season. Free livestock feed. It's a complete system that feeds the soil, the crops, the animals, and the family. Pruning for FMNR provides a sustainable source of fuel wood without killing the tree. Energy independence is another hidden dividend of the underground garden system. When the trees return, the wildlife follows. Insects, birds, and predators restore balance. The ecosystem begins to regulate itself, reducing the need for chemical interventions. The shade of a single tree can drop soil temperature by 15 degrees or more. This difference is the boundary between life and death for critical soil microorganisms. Regenerative systems are the world's most effective carbon sequestration technology. The deeper the roots, the more carbon we lock away, cooling the planet while we grow food. When one farmer succeeds, the whole village watches. The knowledge spreads like wildfire. Viral adoption is the only way to meet the scale of the environmental challenges we face. The real cost of conventional planting is dependence. Dependence on systems that fail. True independence starts when you realize you already have everything you need to grow. We are at the beginning of a great awakening, a return to the wisdom of the earth. The underground garden is not a relic of the past. It is the architecture of our survival. We have the tools, we have the knowledge. The underground garden is waiting for you. The only thing missing is you. Take the first step. Listen to the land. Start today. If this changed how you think about growing, subscribe. Let's go deeper into these systems. Every week we explore the techniques that make you self-sufficient. See you in the next one. Remember, the most resilient system is the most diverse one. Plant for the future. Share the knowledge. Share the seeds. Build the community of the underground garden. Together, we can heal the hydrology of the planet, one garden at a time. Eu sou o Visão de Craque, rumo ao Hexa. See you in the next discovery.